DynamicCarStore.com to get the cars. Icons, legends aiming at the stars. Hursty at checkout to save you plenty. Now your bank account won't be staying empty. DynamicCarStore.com. Use code Hursty. Go on.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to the QPR Career Mode. If you are not all caught up with this series, then go and check out the playlist and get yourself all nice and caught up. But if you are caught up, then welcome to today's video. Today we are carrying on with the pretty tricky month we have ahead of us. For those who don't know, we've got a very busy and tricky month coming up. As you can see, a whole lot of games there, 7 games in total across this 30-day or 31-day month, I should say. Today we'll be playing against Huddersfield and then away to Middlesbrough. Going to be a bit of a tricky one, both games, honestly. But the main thing, again, a 2-day break between the 2 games is going to be a real issue. 2 days of rest for sure, but I don't really want to run the risk of getting these guys knocked or injured or anything like that. So all I can realistically do is play the best team I can against Huddersfield. If I get into a good position, take some players off, and then try and get them nice and rested for a very tricky game against Middlesbrough. But as you can see, as things stand right now, we are currently 7th in the table. The Middlesbrough game are against 10th place, but the first game we have got is against Huddersfield, who are having a very stinky season, down in 23rd as we speak. But hopefully we can get 3 points against them. We're going to start, obviously, a good enough team. I'm not going to rest too many players. I'll rest maybe the odd 1 or 2. But the main thing is here, we've got to try and get 3 points from both of these games, because we're now in a bit of a very odd, but we're somehow in a bit of a promotion or playoff place push here in November. So let's see if we can keep this up. Let's just crack on in today's episode. Okay, going into the first game of today's episode, as you can see, pretty much our full strength side. Macaulay Bonne coming in over Kelman. Todd starting on the left over Adoma. Kakai makes his way back into the team. Obviously still having to use Masterson as Barbe is still injured, but he's in a +1 now. Again, this form, this run of games is really helping him start to improve, and that positive form is definitely going to help us through this tricky period without Barbe. So let's see if we can power on to today, and 3 points would be a really good way to start this very tricky month of games. Okay, here we are at the Kyron Prince Foundation Stadium. It is December the 5th. It is snowing at Loftus Road, or as I said, the Kyron Prince. We still have the main man, top goal scorer Lyndon Dykes, hoping for another big performance or 2 from him today. Got the orange lines out. Things you do, in fact, love to see. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that on FIFA 21. Orange lines on the pitch. That's kind of mad, you know. But you know what? I quite like it. It stands out a little bit. But the main thing is here, we really have to push those 3 points today. Let's see if we can keep the form we're in. This almost looks like it's glitched, but I like it. Making a good run forward here. Masterson has been turned inside out. We're going to have to hope that Lumley can make a good save. He can't, and that does put us 1-0 down against Huddersfield. Not the place we wanted to be 10 minutes into this game. I think it's Pritchard who's got the goal there. Just bad defending, honestly. I didn't really mark the man very well, and then he managed to just turn, absolutely turn, Connor Masterson, who I was hyping up at the start of this game, saying he's had a good little start to us in this little run of his, but that's not good from us there. Look, he's just turned me. It's a bit of a stinker, but 1-0 down, all the work to do, and we're only 10 minutes in. Macaulay Bonne here, making a good run from the kickoff. Can he maybe get out to this ball out wide as well? Oh, he's just about got to that too. Macaulay Bonne has done really well here to keep the possession there. We do have to go back to Hammerlinen to keep the ball alive. Mate, we see Lyndon Dykes just standing in the box there. Lovely stuff. Can we turn the defender? Not quite. Lyndon Dykes, oh, I tried to put on his right. As soon as that was on his right, he was going to blooming hit that, I promise you. They've got a throw quite deep into our half, but it's well defended initially there. But the ball is not gone yet. They've managed to bring this back inside yet again. That's another very good effort. And that has only just gone wide of the post. Lumley was possibly going to be equal to it, but it was very nearly in that bottom corner. We do have to maybe try and start a bit of a counter here. Ozzy Kakai up to Macaulay Bonne. We see a lovely run here from Ellis Todd. Go on, Todd, mate. Please. Oh, he's been caught up. That would have been a really good chance for him to try and, again, get something, because he's been quite quiet in the last maybe 3 or 4 episodes. He's been pretty quiet, so we need to try and get him a bit more involved, I think. They've got a man over yet again here. Ozzy Kakai this time being caught out. Lovely ball into the back of the box there. Not entirely sure who got that clear. I think it might have been Nico Hammerlinen. What a fantastic acrobatic clearance that was. Todd again now. Come on, mate. This is your chance to really bring this ball forward. He's going to have to turn inside. He has done so pretty well. Lyndon Dykes now on the ball. Macaulay Bonne. Go on, Maka. Where are you going with it? Plays it back to Dykes. Dykes going to get it onto his right foot. There we go. That is a very against the run of play goal. But Lyndon Dykes does what Lyndon Dykes does, and that is find the back of the net. I think that's his 17th or maybe 18th goal of the season. That is very much against the run of play. That's the best chance we've had of the game for sure, because they've had some real good chances. But thankfully, we do get one back, and Lyndon Dykes is on the score sheet yet again for QPR. Lovely ball there from Macaulay Bonne. I maybe should have just hit it first time. We do get a bit lucky, but you know what? I'll take lucky right now. Good goal for Lyndon Dykes, 1-1. More of the same. Bright side Samuel with this ball here, going to make a bit of a run. Look at that space ahead of him. If he can find that space, then we're laughing. He's pulled the fullback inside quite deep here, and Todd is going to try and hit this across the goal. Easy save for Hamer. I maybe should have looked for the pass, but that's one of the first chances Bright has really got involved in the game, and that is going to be half time for us. Ellis Todd ending the half with a decent effort, but a good save from Hamer. I have to say, if I was Huddersfield, I'd be the happier of the two sides right now. I think we've been very much playing against the run of play. I don't think we've had that much possession. They've had a lot of the ball in our box as well, and I think I'm going to have to make a bit of a change here. I don't think Todd has had the best game, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Todd off, and I'm going to bring on Ilias Chair. Ilias obviously will be on, as we're attacking right to left this time, he'll be on the close side, so maybe those skill moves, that little bit of extra weak foot and stuff, and just he seems to come on and make a good impact, Ilias, so hopefully he can do that here for us. At some point I probably will take off either Lyndon or Macaulay Bonne to bring on Kelman. Would be good to get that little bit of injection of pace in the second half, and I'd like to bring on Dunball again, looking to get Dunball that match sharpness. But for now, just the one change, Ilias Chair on for Ellis Todd at the half. Let's see if the second half we can maybe just grab this game by the scruff of the neck a little bit and just get a little bit more involved. They've been playing the ball around quite nicely here, but they are offside there. After honestly, quite a big stint of possession there for Huddersfield, we do manage to bring this ball away and hopefully maybe just slowly start to build our way up the pitch. And we're going to play the nice short throw here to Luke Amos. Ilias Chair making a really good run there off the throw, and now maybe with a chance here to try and set away one of our two strikers. He's going to cut inside Ilias Chair, going to try and play that ball to Macaulay Bonne. Bonne is going to find Chair again. He was offside, Macaulay Bonne. I thought I just timed it right, but evidently I timed it just a little bit too late. Oh, it was just a little bit. I thought I just timed it. I thought the other centre-back was further forward there, but never mind. It is what it is. Oh my God, I'm in the full kit again. I've only just seen Mate get the manager on the pitch. He loves it. Going to have to bring Marston out here to try and help out Hammerlinen, but they've managed to play it around him quite nicely. Look at this little bit of a play here from Huddersfield. They're knocking this ball around really nicely. We've left Pritchard in space, but mate, that is a lovely covering tackle there. I think that again is Connor Masterson. Really good stuff there to stop the shot there from Pritchard. You can see a double change here. Dunball and Kelman coming on for Amos and Macaulay Bonne. Two players who are two of the more tired players on the pitch. It's a shame that I can't afford to take off Dykes just yet. If I was 2-1 up, maybe I'd have considered it, but it just made sense to bring him on for Bonne, as obviously Lyndon Dykes is a big threat for us there. He was pretty much clean through. We do get this ball to Kelman now. Kelman's going to play this ball over the top here for Lyndon Dykes. I think it's just going to skid on the surface to Hamer, and we don't quite capitalise on that. But not long left now, 20 in-game minutes. Let's see if we can try and steal a winner here at home. Jeff Cameron's going to play this simple pass here to Ball. Ball plays a lovely ball to Dykes there. Kelman, lovely stuff there. Go on, Kelman, mate. This is your chance. Make it 2. He comes on off the bench. He makes a difference. An assist from Lyndon Dykes. A goal from Charlie Kelman. Honestly, this guy has got such a future for us in this career mode, because he is doing so well for himself. Every time he comes on, he feels like a threat. That change of pace is just unbeatable when you're playing in a game like this. And that is a lovely goal there. Nice bit of build-up play. Really good stuff from the two centre-mids to make the chance. And make 2-1 up again. Slightly unjustified, if I'm honest opinion. But you know what? Second half, we've played considerably better. Kept Huddersfield's chances to much less. And again, we're looking good here straight away. Dykes is going to play it out to Brightside Samuel. He's going to just try and bring this ball down here. Can we maybe try and get this ball in the box? If we can, that would be perfect. Brightside Samuel's done really well. Plays it to Lyndon Dykes. Oh, I think Dykes was just offside. It's a really nice finish, but it's going to remain at 2-1 as the flag has gone up. Oh, I've got the ball now with Hammerlinen in this corner here. I'm a little bit in trouble because I can't really get the ball out there. I've had to just boot it off the pitch. The pressure they are putting me under is absolutely immense. So we just have to stay calm under this pressure, keep them out of the box. If we keep the ball out of the box, they can't score. That's my thought process here. Let's make sure we are back defending. Dunball here just doing a nice little job of covering this option inside. But really good stuff there to keep them quiet. Dunball again. We're going to stick with Dunball because I feel like here's our chance. So they're just having to knock it around between players that don't really get them any further forward or progress. Lovely block there from Dunball. It's the 90th minute. 2 minutes added on now. Let's keep this corner out, boys. Let's make sure we don't give anything away here from this corner. Lumley up. You get Mate. Oh, he's punched it. He hasn't caught it. Oh, it's blocked there. Lovely stuff. Mate, go on, Bright, just keep this ball up the pitch. If you just keep this up there, they can't do anything about it. He's played a lovely through ball to Lyndon Dykes. Could we maybe make it 3? Can we put this game to bed? Lyndon Dykes, yes he can. Absolutely just destruction there. Absolute demolition on that counter-attack. Just when it looks like they could potentially push to get the equaliser, we go ahead and go 2 goals clear. Lyndon Dykes with a brace. Kelman had a great game. Bright Asar-Samuel getting an assist right at the end there. The full-time whistle goes. And honestly, I think that's one of those smash and grab kind of dealio kind of games where we've just not really been at our best. Especially in that first half, we just kind of weathered the storm a little bit, managed to get that goal back, which was big for us. But again, we've managed to come away with 3 points there in a very, very tricky game. But a very, very impressive win, I have to say. Lyndon Dykes, obviously, for me, man of the match with 2 goals and an assist. And honestly, I have to say, yet again, some really good standout performances from a player like Ozzy Kakai, Connor Masterson, apart from obviously the goal. But not bad from us at all there. With Millwall dropping points, we have actually managed to climb for the first time this season into the playoff places. Now the job really is to try and keep the form up and stay there. We've got Middlesbrough up next, a team much higher up in the table than Huddersfield are. A tricky team to play against. It's not going to be the easiest of games. We do have Deshane Dalling coming back from his loan from Cork, so he's going to add himself into the squad. Probably won't get into the team anytime soon. But let's get forward to the Middlesbrough game and see who's ready and who's available to play fitness-wise for this game. Quite a few changes in some of our starting lineup here. Most noticeably, Kane coming in at left back for a very tired Hammerline, Ball coming in over an incredibly tired Jeff Cameron. Kelman makes a start today. Todd keeps his place in the starting 11. Masterson quite tired, Dykes quite tired, but both kind of need to start, especially Masterson, as our next option is Gubbins, I think it is, as a 52 rated centre-back on like a -4 as well. Might have to bring him on at some point. Again, worst case scenario is we move Kakai to centre-back, we move Kane to right-back, and we bring on Hammerline. But I don't expect Dykes to play 90 minutes today. He will most likely make way, possibly at half-time, especially if we've got the lead, but I can't afford to play Dykes for 90 minutes today. Here we are against Middlesbrough. It's going to be a tricky game today. Hopefully one we can come away with 3 points again. An away game, always ones you don't like to see. Thankfully, no snow. So just, you know, white lines on the pitch instead of those weird bright orange stuff. But hopefully we can come away with 3 points today. And again, just this build up to a tricky part of the season. December's always a tricky one. That Christmas period is always a tricky little set here. But 5 at the back, you know we love to play it. Let's see if we can beat it. Middlesbrough starting pretty positively here, but Ozzy Kakai's doing well to just keep this ball out wide, stop them really trying to bring this ball in. Good tackle there from Ozzy as well, standing the player up well. But again, just going to be a tricky one to see if we can keep them out nice and early stages. They do work the ball into the box now. Marston and Dickey going to have to try and really hold the box and make it their own. Done Ball obviously coming back as per to come and help with the defensive duties here. But Ozzy Kakai doesn't quite stop the cross this time. It's a good ball into the box, sorry. But thankfully, the ball is cleared there from a bit of a weird makeshift spin. But Kelman sets Dykes away. Can Dykes just get there ahead of, I think that was Grant Hall. Sadly, he couldn't. But a good effort there for a counter. Get the ball out wide here. I'm going to have to try and push with Dickey. But it's another good headed clearance, that time from Masterson. They're getting the ball down that right-hand side quite a bit. And we're really doing well at keeping the headers away from us, but not good at stopping the crosses as of yet. They get another chance here to bring it in. But again, Connor Masterson picking up the pieces and maybe starting a bit of a counter here for Todd again to try and push on with. Todd now going to keep running this ball forward. If I can get that low-driven cross into the back sticks, I will. Lovely cross there. Oh, Dykes goes down to try and win it, but it's just cleared from the Middlesbrough man there with a really, really good cross. And Dykes, I think, would have had a pretty much straightforward header on target there. Now, Dykes up to win that header. Does win it, but this one goes out for another corner. Okay, back-to-back corners. Let's see if we can do anything from this. Again, very similar place to aim it for, but it's cleared this time. Not very far, though. Only as far as Todd, but the player's out there nice and quick to take it off him. That's a shame. Bright side Sam, we're going to play it up to Lyndon Dykes now. Dykes going to try and bring this ball forward. We see the run from Kelman, but it's not one we can really play when there are 3 centre-backs up against him. But we play it back to Bright side Samuel. He's going to try and keep possession here, but runs into trouble. Too many players there. Again, that 5 at the back is causing a bit of a problem today. Just so many centre-backs blocking us out with all of these runs, all of these through balls, all of the passes. And it is going to be 0-0 at half-time. A very, very tricky team to break down at the moment. And it's really difficult to honestly try and get anything in behind. We're definitely going to have to change things up a little bit here. As I said before, Dykes is probably going to have to come off very, very soon. Masterson is definitely going to have to come off. So we're going to have to play Hammerline at left back, Todd Kane at right back. Ozzy Kakai is going to have to come in and play centre back here. Be interesting to see. Yeah, I think that's the best way I'm going to do it. I think that's the way I'm going to get the most out of those players there. So Ozzy at centre back. I feel like Dykes is going to come off. I really, really do. it's just such a shame because I don't know. I feel like I need something more here. Macaulay Bond is going to have to be the guy to come on here. I don't really have much of a choice. Kelman and Bond, you're going to have to lead the line today. 2 subs at half-time, which is not really ideal, especially at 0-0, but that's the way we've got to play it. Half-time, second half. Come on, boys. We can try and get something from this. It's going to be a bit of an uphill battle, but I believe in us. Todd trying to bring this ball forward now. I'm probably going to give Todd the full 90 minutes today and give him a rest for the next game. We've got obviously players like Albert Adoma, like Ilias Chair that can come in and fill that spot there. But we're now going to just keep this ball with Kelman. Kelman's just going to have to try and run outside the players here. Going to take the strike across the goal. Really good save there from the keeper. A very good save indeed. It was a good effort, a really good run. Our first proper shot, as far as I can remember, against the keeper here. And Kelman did really well to make that space. Played it behind the centre-back, but the keeper does get across that very, very well. Now we don't have Dykes on the pitch. I'm going to play this short now to Kelman. Kelman loses out that corner routine, boys. Didn't work. Kelman going to play the ball up to Bon here. Bon, lovely turn. Going to play this around now. Kelman going to knock that ball forward. Can he play it out wide? He doesn't, but he does manage to keep it there. Instead of playing it to Todd, he ends up becoming Todd's position. We're going to try and cut this ball inside to Macaulay Bon. Touch onto the right foot. He's going to try and keep this alive again. I'm working it too much in the box. Instead of just taking the shot, I'm trying too hard to work into like the perfect shooting position. Bright manages to keep the ball. Going to play it to Todd. Ellis Todd finds the back of the net. The youngster does manage to cause the breakthrough and get us 1-0 up there with an assist for Brighter Sire Samuel. I did not expect that to find the back of the net. But like I was saying, I was trying too hard to find these perfect opportunities. And then it's anything but a perfect opportunity to actually get the goal in the end. That is a very, very good finish there from the youngster. Really, really nice stuff. That first touch, it glitches through his foot. But you know what? If it ends up in the back of the net, I am not going to complain. I don't think he's got many this season. In fact, that's his first in the championship for Ellis Todd. Things you'll have to see. I'm chuffed for him because I was saying he needs to prove more, and he's done well there. If this ends up being a 1-0 game, that's a massive, massive goal from Ellis Todd. They're going down this right-hand side, or their left-hand side, but our defensive right-hand side a lot still in the second half. That has definitely not changed, even though the personnel has changed back there. So they weren't necessarily attacking Aussie Cat Guy. They were just really trying to work our right-hand side of the defence. But lovely stuff there from Dickey. Kane is going to help us get this away now up to Brighter Sire Samuel. I don't know that we're going to start much of a counter here because really not too much space, but he's done really well to get that forward to Macaulay Bon. And Bon now with the ball, going to try and carry this forward. Ellis Todd, make your way into the back of the box, mate, because this ball is coming in your direction. It's a good ball in there. The defender's done really well to get there first, though, and it does break up our attack. Brighter Sire Samuel plays this ball up to Macaulay Bon. Bon is going to try and find Kelman. Kelman with a low-driven shot at the close post. There it is, 2-0. That is surely going to be game, set and match. And thank God it is, because spoiler alert, I have just brought on Gubbins for Dickey. So my back two was going to be Aussie Kakai and Gubbins. Obviously a right back and a 52 rated centre back. Just want to get him a little bit of match sharpness, and it was a bit of a risk, but one I thought I have to take. And now we're 2-0 up. I'm happy to take that risk. That is absolutely fine. Lovely stuff there. Honestly, Kelman, like I said, could be really big for us going forward, and he's done really well there to get another goal and put us 2-0 up. Oh, it's 2-1, and I have to say, Gubbins has been turned inside out there. Not too surprised, obviously, youngster, out of form technically, no match sharpness, anything like that, and obviously quite a low rating, but we are just going to keep the ball in the defence here and just make sure we see this game through. And there it is. We managed to get the 3 points. We squeak it in the end, but I have to say, a big, big game for two players getting some very, very, very important goals for themselves. Kelman, again, a player that I'm looking to play more often and is doing really well for himself. And Ellis Todd getting his first championship goal for us as well. So lovely stuff from both players there. Really chuffed for both of them. And a massive, massive point there. Or massive 3 points, I should say. A massive game and a very, very well-earned win, I have to say. That win, even though they have a game in hand at Stoke, we do push it to 5th place. I expect us to then fall back down to 6th after Stoke play their game. But honestly, that is really, really good for us. It just helps us stay ahead of the curve, stay ahead of the chasing pack. And that is exactly what we've got to do. We've just got to now keep playing the best we can to just drive higher and higher up this division, or just honestly stay in that top 10 is the first priority. But now we're in those playoff places, we don't want to let that fall from our grasp, and we want to try and stay there, especially over this very, very busy period with 5 more games left to play in this month. So surely it's going to be a tricky one, but that is going to be where we end today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do leave a like on the video. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you for all the support in this series so far. I absolutely love doing the QPR Career Modes, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching them. If you're new to the channel, then please do consider subscribing. Would also greatly appreciate that, and make sure you turn on notifications to be told anytime we upload a video or indeed go live with a live stream. For now, guys, I want to say a massive thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
What?
In a bit.
Nah, his name is Hursty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertained, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.